G'day and welcome back. My last two jobs have involved large heavy pieces of furniture, which has been kind of difficult for one decrepit fat bloke to move around his workshop. I've needed cranes in some places to lift them. So this time around I'm going to be building something nice and light and small. I'm going to be building a jewellery box. It's going to be an inlaid corner post dovetail design where the corners are actually a corner post dovetail and it will be inlaid. I'm going to be using two very rare, almost commercially extinct species of timber. I'm going to be using mahogany, which is a South American hardwood, been used a lot in the past for furniture and boat building. And I'm also going to be using an Australian softwood, Huon pine, only found in the cooler area, well, only found in Tasmania, and is absolutely gorgeous. This Huon pine will be the black lines, the inlay for the jewellery box. The rest of it will be mahogany. I will have a lid that will have a nice piece of Huon pine there and then a mahogany surround. The size will be, I don't know, I like this size. I think it'll be about yay big. Now, I'm not entirely sure about what the dimensions will be, just so long as these sides are the same, these sides are the same, and all the sides are the same height, and the stock is the same thickness. So, what I will do now is get onto the bandsaw and resaw my timber to the correct thickness, and then mill it so it's all uniform. What I need to do is I need to resaw this timber. So I need to cut it down this line here. And the way I'll do that is on the bandsaw. I've got a nice thick, say, I think it's like a 20mm blade, so roughly 3/4 banana. And I will divide these, all of my stock into two. So I'll have timber this length and width, but half its thickness. And this is where you will see something that no one else has ever seen before in the history of YouTube. Let's get stuck in. Eye protection, hearing, my dust is on. Let's start resawing. I'm now going to show you something that has never before been seen on YouTube ever. You ready for it? There you go. The inside of this piece of timber. Oh mate, I am beside myself. I have resawn some Huon pine, and as I said earlier, it is as scarce as hen's teeth, this stuff. They don't harvest it commercially anymore. The only Huon pine that comes out of Tasmania is fished out of the Derwent River or retrieved from structures around Australia. My brother, good brother, my best man at my wedding, which happened to have been 22 years ago today, gave me this block of Huon pine. Now, the question I have, and if you could leave your votes in the description, I would really appreciate. Do I use this as a book match, which we'll call A for apple, or do I use blast. Sorry, I needed to get it all square. This as a book match, which I will call Betty. A or B, this one being B. Now, in woodworking terms, what a book match is once I've sawn the piece of timber along its long axis, I can open it up like a book. And so the two pieces of timber have a mirror image. Now, I've selected my primary stock. I've also milled up some square stock if something goes wrong. Now, I've got enough material to make actually 4 boxes, but I'm going to use the primary stock for 2 boxes at the moment. The other boxes will be made at a later date. Now, the whole thing about building a nice box, I feel, is not to worry about the exact dimensions. Just worry about the relative dimensions to each other. So, I've got stock that is this width, this length, stock that is this length, and these two lengths are all the same. All the heights of the stock is the same height, and all the thickness of the stock is the same as well. so I can build a uniform box out of it. Now I have built some, I have milled up some other timber that has that isn't as clear and nice, and this is my square stock. The offcuts will be used for inlays, lid surrounds, thinner stock that I can clear thin stock I can get from this backup material. And I have also marked out and selected my Huon pine for the inlay. So my job now is to start cutting dovetails, which we'll do next episode. Now if you like this video, please click a like and subscribe, do all those other things. Okay, thanks.